we have some sector problems here. They told us that the radius of the sector is 4 feet, theta is 20 degrees, and they ask us to find the arc length. Okay, so I want you to think about what a sector looks like, because you're supposed to be able to reason through this, okay? So this part here is 20 degrees. They told me that the radius is 4 feet, and they asked me to find the arc length, which is this measure here. Arc length is related to circumference. If it was a whole circle, it would just be the circumference. And we're in degrees. So the formula for circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So if they asked me for the whole circle, it would just be 2 times pi times 4. But they only asked me for a portion of it, okay? So to determine the portion of it, you say theta over 360 times 2 pi r. Well, the 2 and the 360 reduce a little bit, because if you could split 360 in half, so it's going to be theta pi r divided by 180. If you are in K level, we are not giving you these formulas, so you just need to figure out how to derive them, okay? If you're in on level, it'll be, I think, on your answer sheets or on your test somehow. All right, so here's the formula, theta pi r divided by 180. So I'll just plug those in. Theta is 20, pi is just pi. They told me the radius was 4, divided by 180. And so if I multiplied this out, this would be 80 pi over 180. I think you agree with me, the zeros cancel, and 8 over 18 could be reduced to be 4/9. So it's going to be 4 pi over 9. Because half of that, and then of course you have your pi. So what is the length of my arc right there? What is that arc length? It's going to be 4 pi over 9. I know it looks weird because it looks like an angle, but it's because we're not using a calculator, so we're not going to figure out the decimal equivalent. This is the exact answer though, okay? So this is good. All right, next. The minute hand of a clock is 3 inches long. How far does a tip travel in 25 minutes? So let's think about a clock. Starts here, 25 minutes is like down here. And so they're kind of talking about how far does a tip travel. So there was like 25 minutes. That doesn't really look quite like 20. It looks like 20, not 25, but you get the idea. All right. The thing is I don't really know exactly what theta is. I'm going to have to logic through it. Would you agree with me that if you went all the way around a clock, it's 60 minutes, right? So 25 minutes is a portion of 60. And if I went all the way around the clock, the formula would just be 2 pi r, because that's the formula for circumference. But my arc length is going to be the portion of the whole circle that it is, and it's 25 over 60, right? 25 minutes out of 60 total. 60 would have been an entire swipe of it, times 2 pi r. All right, I didn't write down what those were, but so this will be S is equal to 25 over 60 times 2 times pi times r. They told me that the hand of the clock is 3 inches, so the radius is 3, okay? So here's my thing. Just multiply them all straight across. It kind of looks like to me that I could cancel. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 over 60 means these would cancel, and you just have a 10 here, because this would be 6, and 6 over 60, the 6 would cancel all together, and then this would become 10. So it kind of looks like it's going to be 25 pi over 10, and it looks to me like I can reduce even further, because 25 and 10 are both multiples of 5, so this would really be like 5 pi over 2. That would be what my arc length is. All right, I know the fractions are fun, and you're enjoying this.